Good morning from Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri.
Yes, it is a beautiful, glorious morning. I'm Elisa,
And I'm Jason.
and we've got a very interesting video for you today. So
Yeah.
we have a plan that we are going to challenge ourselves to visit all 50 states, and we're going to try and do it within 2 years.
2 years. I think we can do it.
I think we can do it too. So as of today, because we are in Missouri, we have visited 4 states already. We've been to Louisiana, our home state, Alabama, Arkansas, and Missouri. But what do we have planned coming up?
Well, we are going to be headed up the East Coast this fall, starting in October, the very 1st of October. Yep, we're going all the way up to Maine.
Yeah, we're going to start in Florida and we're going to hug the coast. We've decided no big cities. We're going to do coastal towns, find interesting little places, and go all the way up to Maine. Everyone says we have to have lobster rolls. Lobster rolls.
Lobster rolls. Well, of course, right? You got to try the lobster. And I've been told several things, like it's good, it's not good, it's just overhyped, whatever. But you know what? I want to see for myself. So, yeah, so it's going to be quite interesting. We've always said we wanted to see our own country. There's so much of it we haven't seen, and we want to change that.
Yeah, absolutely. And now that we have an RV, this is the perfect opportunity to do so.
Absolutely.
So yeah, once we get to Maine, then we're going to kind of come inland and come back through like New Hampshire, Vermont, upstate New York, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, Mississippi, and back home. That's all in one trip.
So we're going to find out just how good our marriage is by the end of this thing. If we're still together, we're going to be better.
I think we'll be good. I'm excited about this trip, aren't you?
I'm super excited. Yeah, so far we have fallen in love with RVing. We haven't had her, but not even a year yet. We've only been on a couple of trips, but we've enjoyed it tremendously. This particular stint we've been on for about a week, a little over a week now. We're headed back home, but on the way home we're going to stop off in Hot Springs one more time and spend the night, maybe 2. Do some of the things that we didn't get a chance to do before we got here. And then we're headed home, see our boys, and then we're going to get on a cruise ship for their birthday. We're getting back on the Carnival Mardi Gras with our boys, so that's going to be really, really fun. After that, we're taking them to the airport, sending them home, and then we are going to take off up the East Coast.
Yep, so we're really excited about that. Okay, so some of you are going to ask, well, why aren't the boys coming with you? They don't want to. They're 17. You know, let's face it, they don't want to spend that much time with mom and dad. They're excited about our little trip that we're going to take, and they're excited about the cruise, and they don't want to do the big long road trip with us.
Well, that, and they just recently graduated high school. They're helping us on the travel agency side at home, doing some things at home. Colby has 2 jobs. He's about to start firefighting school. They're young men. They're starting out their careers, and they got to go to work.
Yep.
Mom and Dad's going to go travel the East Coast for a little while, but yeah, it's a good way for them to learn independence and venture into adulthood.
Yep. So I guess a lot of you are going to say, well, y'all are cruisers. What about cruising? Well, we just answered that. We are definitely still cruising. We have several cruises planned for the rest of 2021 and lots for 2022. And, you know, there are 2 states that, well, you can technically drive to Alaska, but you cannot drive to Hawaii. We are doing an Alaska cruise and a Hawaii cruise in 2022. So that is how we're going to mark those 2 states off the list. Super excited about those.
Oh yeah, of course. I've been wanting to go to Hawaii my whole entire life. Never been. It's one of kind of my bucket list items, and I'm looking forward to checking that off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
And they're both group cruises. So if you'd like to join us in Hawaii or Alaska, let us know.
Jump on board. Join the shenanigans. The EECC family would love to have you, and you can ask anybody in the family. We know how to have a good time.
Yeah, our group cruises are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if you've got a suggestion of somewhere we should go in your home state, let us know. We have a Facebook group. So if you're not following us on Facebook, we have a Facebook page. But then we also have EECC Travels Community, which is a private Facebook group.
That's Echo Echo Charlie Charlie EECC Travels.
Yes. And within that Facebook group, we've created posts for each state. So if you're from Maine, just join our Facebook group, search Maine, and you'll find that post, and you can leave your suggestions right there on what we should do in Maine or Nebraska or, you know, anywhere in the United States.
Because you locals have lived there. You know what to do. You know where to go. You know where not to go. Let us know. Share that valuable information with us, and we will definitely listen to that, because we've never been to these places. We want to know the good spots.
Oh yeah, and you're going to find the best food from locals, the best things to do from locals. So we can do all the research we want, but you guys can tell us the best things to do.
Just so you know what we're really looking for on this journey. First of all, we want to see the beautiful fall foliage. That's the main reason. Obviously, we want to go up the East Coast. Number two is that we want to taste the food. We love food. You guys know we're foodies. Also, we want to see the waterfalls, the lakes, and the rivers. We're not interested in the hustle and bustle of the downtowns. We kind of want to stick to the waterfalls, the lakes, and the rivers, if possible. You know, but we're not opposed to going to the beach or maybe a downtown or two. But we want to try to stay away from that.
Yeah, for the most part, we're going to skip the big cities on this trip, on this East Coast trip. We'll go back and see Boston and New York and Philadelphia at some other time.
Unless you guys have this, unless you tell us, like, there's a must-do that you gotta see, it's so good that we're just absolutely convinced to go, then we will. Other than that, nah.
Also, you guys, if you yourself, or if you know somebody that owns a campground or an Airbnb or a hotel that you would like us to come and stay in along our route and feature in a video, let us know. If you do, send us an email at elisa@eecctravels.com, and we would love to do that.
You guys, if you know anybody that likes RV related stuff, travel related stuff in general, I mean, we're going to be doing this 50-state challenge. Share that with them.
Yeah, we'd love to bring more people along on this journey. This is going to be really interesting for us to visit all 50 states. I think a lot of people have that on their bucket list. So share this video, share our channel with your friends and family, and let them follow along on what there is to do in all of these states.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to attempt to put one of these maps on. I tried it before, and it's very difficult to do, but we're going to go for it this time.
Yep, so this is a state, it's a blank 50 states map, and then as you visit each state, you fill in that state.
Yeah.
So you'll get to follow along with us as we go to each state. We'll show in the video us putting the sticker on.
Well, let's see if we can put the map on first.
Let's try.
Okay, wish us luck. It's not perfect. We don't have every bubble out, but it's kind of impossible to do that.
Hey, I think it looks pretty darn good.
Well, we're going to cover them up with stickers anyway, right?
Exactly.
Perfection is overrated.
All right, first sticker we're going to put on is the state of Louisiana. Right.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay, next up, Alabama.
Okay, I've got Arkansas.
Those stickers fit pretty good in there.
And Missouri's the last one.
Missouri, which is where we're at right now. Where I grew up, beautiful Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri.
I'll let you put that one on. All right.
That one was kind of hard to get in there just right. I want to try to get it in there as perfect as I could. There we go. Now we got a little color to our map.
Yep, so this has been our journey so far. We've already got a plan to cover all of these states. And then in January, February, March, we're gonna go west and cover Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, and then we'll start filling in these upper states. So stay tuned, there's lots to come.
We got to get after it.
Let's go.
Let's go.